Hi, I'm Laura. Today I'm going to talk to you about the pairing shuffle process, PN, LN, and CN, as well as open time distribution. Hopefully this will help you better understand your PBS award. If PBS is not able to complete your line by layer 7, it will use the pairing shuffle process. While using your selected line properties, current pairing pools, and requested days off, the system may potentially shuffle out pairings from an earlier layer and replace them with pairings from a later layer, but still award you from the earliest layer possible. The system moves layer by layer, shuffling the pairings in your pairing pools. It will look to possibly replace an already awarded pairing with another pairing from a different pairing pool. The system works to satisfy your line at the earliest layer possible. So what exactly does the pairing shuffle mean to you? Well, during the award process, the system may shuffle out, let's say a layer 2 pairing that you could have held, and replace it with maybe 2 pairings from layer 5. It does this to avoid having to go outside of your 7 layers altogether and give you a pairing that you didn't bid for at all. If the pairing shuffle did occur during the award process of your line, you will see that reason listed under the reason report. It will indicate pairing removed due to shuffle. On your award, you may see it labeled LN or a pairing labeled PN or CN. Let's discuss these 3 labels and what exactly happened to your award if you see these. LN means layer none. PBS was not able to complete a legal line with all of your layer preferences. The system relaxes the line and days off properties, but will still honor your pairing pools. If you receive an LN award, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have a bad bid. You can still be awarded all desired pairings from, let's say, layer 1 and receive an LN award. It simply means that your line properties were too restrictive. Let's say you tried to bid a low target credit range in all 7 layers, but you were held to a minimum of 70 hours. You may receive an LN award even though all of your pairings came from layer 1. If you get an LN award, you do need to reevaluate your line properties and maybe consider relaxing them in later layers in a future bid. PN means pairing pool none. PBS assigned you a pairing outside of your pairing pools in order to complete a legal line. None of your properties, preferences, or specific days off are guaranteed to be honored in the PN process. PN pairings are definitely something you want to avoid. In order to do so, you need to bid enough pairings in your pairing pools, especially in the later layers. Always ask yourself, would you rather have some control over the pairing you're going to be awarded, even if it's not the most ideal pairing? Maybe it's something that you can drop on the ETB easily, as opposed to just randomly being assigned something that you have no control over. It may not be commutable, or it may be a trip or a layover that you absolutely hate. Because once the system goes outside of your 7 layers, it can award you anything. CN means coverage needed. For line holders, all CN dates are considered equal. CN dates are determined by the number of people that bid a specific day off versus how many people are needed to cover the flying for that day. You will not know CN dates ahead of time. This is only determined during the award process. Here are some helpful tips for months when CN dates are common. Bid the most desired days off in your earlier layers. By layer 7, you should be giving the system pairings to choose from on the days that may be hard for you to hold at your seniority. Remember, a pairing simply has to touch a CN date in order to be considered covering that date. Similar to CN dates, distribution of open time can also occur in a holiday month. For example, December. The bulk of the flying in the month of December occurs in the second half of the month. This is also when most flight attendants want time off. Therefore, the system is programmed to account for this imbalance and distribute open time accordingly. This means in the month of December, PBS will attempt to balance open time and may need to limit the amount of flying you're awarded the first half of the month. As a result of this logic, Lines will be constructed with time being more evenly distributed, avoiding excessive open time.